Alrighty, so I actually wanted to talk for a minute about how I depowered the power steering rack in my 94 Ford Probe, specifically that one. I'm doing an EV conversion. I'm not going to have belt drive. Honestly, it wasn't too bad to steer just engine off, so I figured I'd just go ahead and depower the rack. And I wanted to go ahead and instead of just looping the lines, I wanted to go ahead and plug them and go ahead and delete the wiper. I'll post a video with a little bit more about that information. Apparently a bunch of Miata guys do it. There is a little disc that just moves back and forth along this tube. When you put pressure on this side, the disc moves this way. When you put pressure on this side, the disc moves this way. It's just attached to the rack. It's pretty easy to cut off with a Dremel tool and then just hit it with a chisel to split it apart. So what do we need to do? First thing is obviously not control arms. The things that help you steer. Tie rods. The tie rods are off. That just makes it a whole lot easier to deal with. One thing I will say is don't try and take the tie rods off with the rack outside of the car. You're going to need it inside the car to hold the rack while you try and take the tie rods off. I fought that for quite a while. Next thing you're going to need to go ahead and do is just disconnect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. 6, actually. Disconnected those lines, and I took the nipples out, and I actually welded them shut. We're not pressurized anymore. So a weld shut is fine. It's just going to keep dirt out of the system once it's all put together. After that, most everything is going to be over here. You're going to do just a little bit over here. So there is the compression system. There's a spring in here that pushes the pinion towards the rack so the teeth are always engaged. There is a plastic piece down here. Now the one you're seeing is something I 3D printed. What Mazda puts in there is very hard to get a hold of and sealed with red thread locker. I absolutely destroyed it to get it out, but it is a 28 by 1 thread. I was able to 3D print it. Sounds like there's actually a Mazda part that fits that exact dimensions. I'm going to go ahead and order it, and I will update this video. I'm also going to try and go ahead and throw up a picture of what this looked like before I destroyed it, so you can see. But that should just keep dust out of it for now. That is polycarbonate, so it's pretty strong, but I'd rather something stronger. Once you've got that out, you're going to take off a 15 millimeter bolt underneath there. Then there is a snap ring over the pinion. You're going to go ahead and take that off with your snap ring pliers. And once you've got the bolt out and the snap ring off, you should just be able to gently tap the pinion out. It's going to be super, super greasy and gross. Mine is super greasy and gross because I cleaned it up and re-grease it. Now, once you've got the pinion out, we can go ahead and take the rack out. And that's done over here. So if we take a look here, you can see there are 2 teeth right there. You can push the rack all the way in and get on those with needle nose pliers. It's super easy. And then you just twist. And this wire is actually going to go ahead and eventually, as you twist it, pop up out of this hole. And you just keep twisting until the wire comes all the way out. Then you can go ahead and just pull the rack out. Now, when you pull the rack out, you're going to see that disc. It's going to look like it's part of the bar. It's not. Like I said, you can just cut 2 or 3 slots in it with a Dremel and break it off with a chisel. And once that's done, you're just going to have open areas between the two nipples on the rack. You won't have any resistance when you go ahead and turn the rack. It should just be more or less direct steering.